Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribe that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Like, share, subscribe, comment. How y'all doing, 12 tribe? Before we begin, man, y'all already know, man. We got to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here listening. We have to give praise to the Most High where it do at, man. For waking you, for blessing you, for all the blessing that he gives you, man. You know, we go through trials and tribulation. The ones that working towards his goal, keeping the commandments, you know. You endure a lot. You endure a lot. You that's why he say endure to the end. You endure a lot, man. You know. Patient, humble, being humble, keeping yourself in your meekness, you know, to cease the anger, you want things to happen and things ain't moving fast, but you know, he know when good time when you need it. He's know when he gonna give it to you. You know, you want everything to happen on your time. No, that ain't gonna work like that. You want everything to happen on your time. That means you gonna go to your own understanding. You gonna lean on your own understanding, and you gonna do the things that not approved for him. It's not approved for him to honor, you know. And that ain't what you want to do, you know. I want things, you know, but I know it's on his time, so I'm gonna be patient. You know, I be so patient, you know. I finally got my motor and transmission out the truck, you know, being patient. I was anxious to get it out, to find out something else was wrong. That's probably why he was holding me up, you know, at the bottom of the block. Bus. It slung a rod out of it. But now I know. Yeah, I got it out. All praise to the Most High, you know. He turned hard, so he did something. It was doing him. How long has it been sitting out there? And now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another block, but I'm finna check this other motor on out. You know, probably what he was trying to tell me. Fix the other truck, go and work on the other motor, you know, that's already in the truck. It ain't, the dude said an oil pump. So I'm just gonna order the oil pump offline and the oil screen and put that in there and see what it do. If it's still acting the same way, losing pressure, acting up the same way, I just take my top motor and put it on that block right there. That's it, you know. But all praise, I thank him though. I be patient, you know. But we had left off, and today we're gonna get into Exodus chapter 28, because I think we left off in Exodus 27, because we did 26 and 27. And it was a building of the tabernacle and the altar. We left off doing all that. So we're gonna pick back up in Exodus chapter 28. So everybody get out their King James Version with the Apocrypha and open up to Exodus chapter 28. And there, where we will begin. Okay. Everybody ready? Con. Okay. Now, remember, I'm not really good with these words, especially pronouncing these names and certain words. But y'all bear with me, and we get the best understanding that we could from the Most High of the Spirit. So here we go. The book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 1. It's read, and take thou unto thee Aaron, thy brother, and his son with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Athamar, Aaron's son. So the Most High was telling Moses to take Aaron and his sons. These are the high priests. These are the priests. He said, take Aaron, thy brother, and his son with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. See, these are the priests. They say the whole Leviticus, the whole Levi tribe is the priesthood. But I say the Levi tribe is the priesthood because they never get a portion of the land, you know. They was God. Their portion was God, you know. So, but it run down through his son, Aaron's son. I feel like if you came, I don't feel like my understanding what the Spirit giving me, that if you came down through Aaron and his, how many sons he had? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sons. Through his son, them the priests, the high priests. No. So verse Eleazar. Let's see how to pronounce. Let me see if they're going to pronounce his name. Now, it said, Eleazar is a masculine given name of Hebrew origin, meaning God has helped or God helps, deriving from El, meaning God, and Azar, meaning to help or help. It is a prominent biblical name, most notable born by the son of Aaron, who served as the high priest of the Israelite. See, they are the high priest. So if you run it in one of them lineage, basically it seems like them are the lineage. But you run in one of them lineage, the Levite, they are the high priest. Let's continue. Verse 2, and thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. So we know what garments are. It say thou shalt make garment scarred, and thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. Verse 3, and thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron garments to consider it him. Let me make sure I'm saying this word right. Consecrate. Make a declare, something typical, a church, scarred, dedicate, forming it to a religious or divine purpose. Consecrate. So it said 3 again from the top. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron garment to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me and the priest's office. So it was up to Aaron. Aaron was the high priest. He was the head. And God told Moses all that wise hearted, whom he had filled with the Spirit. See, it ain't, you don't choose him. He chooses you. See, if he put that Spirit on you, you'll know. Just like he put the Spirit on me. Because all these years, I never did have that Spirit. I never felt the way I feel now. You get what I'm saying? So he chooses. Like Hezekiah said, you didn't choose me, I chose you. See, he chose me. And that's a wonderful gift, man. That's a wonderful blessing if he chose you. So I advise that if he chose you and that Spirit come upon you, don't waste it. Don't throw it away. Or if you lose that Spirit, you already know. You already know. You probably can't get that Spirit back. So he said, whom I have filled with the Spirit of wisdom. Let's get some precept for this whom. Exodus chapter 31 and 3, whom he filled. And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship. So God filled you with these things. He give you the understanding. He fill you up with the wisdom. He fill you up with the understanding of it. And he fill you in with the knowledge of it. And in all manners of workmanship. This is what God put upon you, not what you choose. Exodus 35 and 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, the Lord had called by name Bezalel, the son of Ur, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. He filled him with the Spirit. Verse 31, and he had filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counseling and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. See, the Most High do these things. Let's get one in the New Testament. The book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 17. That the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give unto you the Spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him. God do these things. Like I said, you don't choose him. He chooses you. You can pray to him. You can do what you want. It's on the Father. He put the Spirit upon you. If he, what the scriptures say, many are called, but few are chosen. He called a whole lot of Israelites. He called a whole lot of Israelites, but few are chosen. He choose the one he gonna put the Spirit upon. And they say he choosing from the womb. He already know who he gonna put the spirit upon before. Look at back to our forefather when Rachel was pregnant with Esau and Jacob. Esau was the firstborn, so Esau supposed to been got the birthright. But when she went to God and was concerned about what was going on, God had already chose who he was going. Let's go get that. Matter of fact, let's get it. The book of Genesis, chapter 25. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25. We're going to start at verse 21. And it say, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived, meaning she got pregnant. Verse 22, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So she went to pray to the Lord. She went to inquire of the Lord. She went to pray to the Lord, like, what's going on in my stomach? Why is I'm feeling this way? What's going on? And this is what the Lord said. Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. That's what he chose. That's when he chose right there. Who he chose? He chose the younger one. He said the elder will serve the younger. He said 2 people was in her bowel. 2 manners of people gonna come from out of her. One gonna be stronger than the other, and the elder will serve the younger. That's how he choose. He choose before you even come out the womb. He already, God already know what you're going to do before you do it and how you do it. So always keep that in mind. He know what you're going to do. So don't think like, man, is he seeing you or what? No, he already know what you're going to do before you even make your decision. Let's continue. Verse 4. And these are the garments which they shall make. Now, he telling Moses how they should make how they should make Aaron garment and his sons them garment. These are commandments. Remember, we in the book of Torah with the law, statute, the judgment, the commandments. This is what we reading about. All this the book of Torah. And it said, which they shall make a breastplate and an ephod. Let's see what an ephod is. Let's see. An ephod is a scarred apron, like garment, worn by priests in ancient Israel. Get an image of it. So, let me get the one that you can see good. Okay. The high priest golden garment. You got the lining turban, the plate of pure gold, the ephod shoulder strap. Now, check that out. I can't. See, y'all have to Google these things. Type in ephod and let's see, can we see it better this way? Trying to keep the light off of it. You see, that's an ephod, the thing around his chest. See, can we find another picture? But if you Google these things, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But these are the garments. These are the garments that God telling him to make. You see this garment, what he got on? These what the high priest wore. Let's continue. He said, back to the top of verse 4, and these are the garments which they shall make, a breastplate and an ephod and a robe and a broader coat, a mitre that's going around your head. A broader, say that again. Broader, ornament with embroidery. Let's give me an image of it. It's like, I know y'all can't see this, but it's like a gown, or that was nice there. Like a long gown. My aunt be wearing one all the time. I want one. One of my aunts, he keep one on when he be teaching. It's like a robe, and a broader coat, like it cover you and come all the way down to your like ankle. Let's continue. A mitre is what go around your head, and a girdle that go around your waist. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. So these the things that they're gonna make for Aaron and his son. And they only have them on when they goes into, we'll get to it. I'm not gonna move ahead. Verse 5, and they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen. This is what they're going to make it out. Gold, blue, purple, and scarlet and fine linen. Verse 6, and they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and of purple, of scarlet, and fine twine linen with cunning work. Cunning work meaning artist work. Verse 7, it shall have the two shoulders piece thereof joined at the two edge thereof. The two shoulder piece. And so it shall be joined together, front and back. That's how you join it together. The two shoulder piece connected together. Just like a shirt. It's a garment. Verse 8. Let's see.
Curious.
Verse 8. And the curious girdle of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be of the same, according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twine linen. Now, these are things that he made while we was in the wilderness. In the wilderness. Now, we got these things, gold and all this good-looking stuff, the fine twine, linen, and stuff like that. Why do they got a parole in a robe when they, this how they look down on us. This how they try to destroy us. Try to show that we wasn't worth that. That's a lie. That's a lie. Called what God explaining and commanding them that how to make these things and what to make it out of. Because like, we royalty. We are royalty. We never walked around with no dusty rags on. These are things that he remember when they left out of Egypt, and he said, borrow from your neighbors, gold, silver. This is the stuff. Y'all gotta understand, man. Verse 9. And thou shalt take 2 onyx stones. Onyx stone is worth some. Engrave on them the name of the children of Israel. Let's put, let me see some. And if it were made out of gold, listen, Exodus chapter 35, verse 27. And the rulers brought onyx stones and stones to be set for the ephod and for the breastplate. But these stuff were made out of gold. It was dipped in pure gold. Come on, man. Let me get the definition of these. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Now that is beautiful.
Onyx.
It's some precious variant of agate with different colors in layers. That is beautiful. Wow. Let me get a bigger image of it. And it with different layers of color. What is onyx? Onyx is a variety of chalcedony, which is itself a form of quartz. It's characterized by its pearl banded layer, which can be black, white, or a combination of both. That's beautiful. Them beautiful. All them onyx stone. And they look black, white. Them beautiful. So these the things. Check them out. The Most High ain't blessed me yet with all the good stuff, so I can be able to pull up, like, be online, y'all can see, and I can put it up and you can see it on the line. I'm grateful for what he got me with these 2 phones, man. I get it done like that. Let's read it again. Verse 9. And thou shalt take 2 onyx stones and grave on them the names of the children of Israel. See, not the world, the names of the children of Israel. That's what you're going to grave on them. Verse 10. Six of their names on 1 stone, and the other 6 names of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth. So they're going to go in line according to their birth. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, I know Benjamin was last. Him and Joseph. I just called the first 4 out. I can remember Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah. I want to say Naphtali, I think. I can't remember how they go, but it's back in Genesis. You read Genesis, can't remember what number it was. But it's according to their birthright. That's how it's going to come down. Verse 11. with the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet. Let's say, like the engravings of a signet. Let me see if I'm saying that word right. Signet. A small seal, especially one set in a ring, used instead of or with a signature to give. Okay. Signet. Shalt thou engrave the two stones with the names of the children of Israel, thou shalt make them to be set in ouch of gold, settings in gold, of gold. Just the same way as the 12 gate. You got the two stones, which you engraved the 12 tribes of Israel. You got Revelation, and Revelation talk about the 12 gates. And the name there on the 12 gate are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You can't get around this no type of way. Everybody trying to bring people in this kingdom. I'm not gonna just say everybody, but it's a lot of people always trying to bring these folks. Like I said, we're gonna bring people back. Is they going through them 12 gate? No. Understand what this stuff's talking about. This man only talk about Israel, the 12 tribe of Israel that are in, they folks are in the wilderness right now. The mixed multitude ain't standing right here with them. When they went to that mount, the mixed multitude wasn't with them. The mixed multitude was old. What they was, I don't know, but they wasn't with them. Them the one that kept them sinning while they were still in the wilderness. That's why they stayed in the wilderness 40 years. Because the mixed multitude. He said, bring all Israel. He said, bring all Israel and the mixed multitude. Because when they came out, it said, all Israel and the follow the mixed multitude. Let's find out. Let's get that. Let me see what that was. What that at? Let me see. The quickest way to get to it. Bear with me. Bear with me, family. Let's see if we can put it up right here. Exodus 12. Okay, Exodus 12 and 38, and then we gonna get to verse 30. Okay, right, verse 37. This is the book of Exodus chapter 12, verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramson to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men, besides children, and a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. See, a mixed multitude were with them. Let's continue, man. This thing moving fast, ain't it? And we just at verse 11. Verse 12. And thou shalt put the two stones upon the shoulders of the ephod for stones of memorial. stones of memorial unto the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord upon his two shoulders for a memorial. Verse 13, so he going to have the stone sitting on both sides of his shoulder, one on this side, one on this side, bearing the name of the 12 tribes of Israel. And he going to have them to shall bear their names before the Lord upon his two shoulders for a memorial. So every time he go in and put this garment on, this holy garment on, this is how it gonna look. Bearing the 12 names. The 12 tribes of it. Man, you can't get around this for nothing in the world, man. They try to change it up. God said, I change not. They try to change it up by going to the New Testament, reading there, talking about, look at them. This is what he going to do for the Gentile. Like I said, how else we going to get our rest if we don't bring them back? They was all created for us, for Israel's sake. Yes, people coming back with us. We not denying that. But they not going to get no rest. Like we ain't have no rest in they thing. See, when we read this, like I'm reading the book of, well, I'm in Judges now. I done read Joshua, and now I was reading Judges. I'm going to finish Judges tonight. You know, I'm going to read the last couple of chapters out of Judges tonight. But when we get to these books, man, y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about. God was killing these folks off just to get his people. They was created for our sake, man. And they go running to the New Testament like some change. No, God said, I changed not. I changed not. So why they, like I said, them two dudes, I don't even like them dudes to study with them dudes. You try to make a mockery of your own brother just to make a heathen feel better. But you ain't explaining all the other. You trying like you were trying to do something by Acts, what it was. I think it was Acts 26. When he was trying to make old boy, what's his name? Make him look bad. And then they, like I said, and then they were laughing like it's funny. Cause that's making a marker of Yahweh. Making a marker of Yahweh Shah, his son. That's what it was doing. But as you read, you can see exactly who God's talking about. Let's continue. Verse 13. And thou shalt make ouch of gold. 14. Verse 14. And 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of wrathing work shalt thou make them, and fasten the wrathing chain to the ouches. Make sure I said this word right. I hate when they do it that. Something twist, intertwine, or interlace together. That's all it is. Something twist, intertwine, wrathing. Verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work, after the work of the ephod. Thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen shalt thou make it. Verse 16. 4 square it shall be being double. 4 square, let's read this right. So like it. 4 square it shall be being doubled. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. Verse 17. And thou shalt set in its settings of stone, even 4 rows of stone. The first row shall be a sardis, a topaz, and a carcabon. That's an emerald or carcabon. Let's get the definition of these and make sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Sardius.
Sardius is a red precious stone mentioned in the Bible and in classical writings, probable Reuben or Carnley. It's a Reuben. Let's get the next one. Topaz. Ooh.
Topaz.
That's beautiful. A precious stone, typical colorless, yellow or pale blue, consisting of a fluorine containing aluminum silicate. That beautiful. Whoa. That's another beautiful stone, topaz. Now that last one is a, see what this one. Carbuncle. A several acids of multiplied ball in the skin. Typical infection. And that ain't what we looking for. Something, especially a building that is unsighted or visual. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's see, do we got any more definition? A bright, here it is, a bright red gem, in particular a garnet cutting copper. Now let's see what it means in the Bible. It say, how do you, dang, I lost it. Okay, what is a biblical carpenter? A red or fiery color precious stone. So these are stones, like he said, even four rows of stone. The first row shall be a sardis, a topaz, and a carcopol. This shall be the first row, verse 18. And the second row shall be emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. Verse 19. And the third row, a ligure, and agate, and a mystic. Y'all know I'm finna get these words and get what it means. Let's see this one. Ligure. A ligure, pronounced ligure, is a precious stone mentioned in the King James Bible. So that's a precious stone. That's a beautiful stone. Look, yellow, orange looking. That's a beautiful stone. That's what I just said, reddish orange. And it's it was on the third row of the high priest breastplate. So these is basically like the stones of the 12 tribes. It's numbering for the 12 tribes. Agate. An ornamental stone consists of a hard variant of chalcedony, typical banded in appearance. These beautiful too. And the last one is amethyst. A precious stone consisting of a violet or purple variant of quartz. That was beautiful stone. And that was on the third row. And the fourth row, so you got 3 in each row. 4 times 3 is what? 12. Number 12. You cannot get around it, man. You cannot get around this thing, man. I don't care how you put it. Let's read verse 20. In the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosing, meaning in their settings. Yellow jasper, a beryl.
Beryl.
A transparent pale green, blue, or yellow mineral consisted of a silicate or beryllium and aluminum, sometimes used as a gemstone. Even them pretty. So you can see that we just wasn't no dusty people. So we all know what an onyx is called. We had already looked that up. So get the jasper.
Jasper.
And aqua reddish brown variant of chalcedon, a kind of hard fine proclaim invented by Hosea Wedgwood and used for Wedgwood camels and other delicate work. They reddish brown, they beautiful. So y'all can see that we wasn't just no throwed away like they number. Verse 21. And the stone shall be with the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their name, like the engraving of a signet. Everyone with his name shall they be according to the 12 tribes. Everything was created for our sake. Everything was created for our sake. Verse 22. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains at the end of rafting, meaning braiding. That's the twisting. Entwined together. Work of pure gold. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains at the end of rafting. Show this word. It won't give me how to pronounce this word. Okay, here we go right here. Wreathing. Wreathing. That's what it is. Wreathing. Of wreathing work of pure gold. Verse 23. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shalt put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. Verse 24. And thou shalt put the 2 wreathing chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate. And verse 25, and the other 2 ends of the 2 wreathing chain thou shalt fasten in the 2 ouches, and put them, Salaki, on the shoulder piece of the ephod before it. So now I know y'all getting to understand how they making these things, how this thing gonna look. Verse 26, and thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put them upon the two ends of the breastplate in the border thereof, which is in the side of the ephod inward. Verse 27. And 2 other rings of gold thou shalt make, and shalt put them on the 2 sides of the ephod, underneath towards the forepart thereof, over against the other coupling thereof, above the curious girdle of the ephod. Verse 28. And they shall bend the breastplate by the ring thereof unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it may be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and that the breastplate be not loosed from the ephod. Verse 29. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment upon his heart, when he goeth in unto the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continual. It said he should bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment upon his heart, when he go in unto the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually. He ain't say the world. He ain't call no other names out, no other nation. He said the children of Israel of what? Judgment. So who was giving all these things? Israel. They were given the judgment. They was given the promise. They were given the law, the commandment. He didn't get into the world. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? This man did. You can read it before you get to it. You can read it before all it. This man did not give none of this to the world. When everybody go to that, run to that John 3:16, you got to understand what world means. Look the definition of world up. And then you go into the Bible and look into the biblical definition of world. If I leave here and go to China, I'm in another world. They culture way different from the United States. Do y'all get it? Why everybody trying to include all these, so we the only one, this way y'all think, we the only ones supposed to get punished? And everybody else don't get punished for the things they did? We get punished for what our forefather did. And our forefather, what they did not do was not listen to the commandments, obey the voice of the Lord. Then we read that in Deuteronomy the other day when I was breaking that down. We getting punished for that. So they killing us, beating us, taking from us, stole from us. They don't get punished? Man, y'all come on, man. God takes shots and heals first. We gonna get it first. We gonna read that. We get punished first. They gonna get theirs next. When he go through and sort out the wickedness from the righteousness of us, when we go into that wilderness, like it read in Isaiah 66, we gonna be in the wilderness, man. And it gonna be still some of y'all hiding behind one's tree, eating swine flesh. Eating swine flesh. This man's word will not come back void. He telling you what y'all gonna be doing in the wilderness while we get judged. That's why he gonna be that's how he gonna be weeding out the other nation. I mean, not the other nation. That's how he gonna be weeding out of our nation the wickedness from the righteous. He gonna weed out the unrighteousness from the righteous. The one that gonna be eating swine flesh, the one that gonna be not listening to the commandment, not obeying the voice of the Lord. And the Messiah is not gonna play with you. Let me see you tell him what you tell us. And why would he do? Man. What verse we at? Verse 30. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim, lights, and the perfection. Let me get this so I can get the pronouncing of it. I knew it was going. Okay, there we go.
Urim and Thummim.
Urim. I said it right. The scar mystery object used by ancient Hebrew high priest to discern divine will, typical interpret as lights or stones for casting lots. That breastplate look good. This is a symbol of the breastplate with the different emeralds, the different stones in it. Check that out. This is what the high priest Aaron done wore. Y'all see them stones in the middle right there? It got different color. Them the stones of the 12 tribes of Israel. So they're going to be Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, and on down. Benjamin is the last one. Joseph next to the line. I can't remember all of them were down in the order, but that represents And we just, man, come on, man. Verse 30 again from the top. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before the Lord, and Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually. Verse 31, and thou shalt make the robe of the ephod all of blue. These royal colors, blue, purple, all this is the royal color. Verse 32, and there shall be an hole in the top of it, in the midst thereof. It shall have a binding of wool worked round about the hole of it, and it were the hole of an harpagon, that it be not rent. Habergeon, a sleeveless coat of mail or scaled armor. See, that's why y'all have to look these things up, go in the definition of it, and see what they look like. Pull up image and they'll show you what, it's like war garment. I'm learning a lot of new things. Habergeon, that it be not rent, meaning tear. Verse 33, and beneath upon the hem of it thou shalt make pomegranates of blue and of purple and of scarlet round about the hem thereof, the bells of gold between them round about. This army. This my art got. I got an art with a he got these on his for his fringes. And he got it just like that too. See, this is like what he putting at the hem of the bottom, fringes at the bottom of the garment. He said, read this again. Verse 33, and beneath upon the hem of it thou shalt make pomegranate, one of God's favorite fruit, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet round about the hem thereof, and bells of gold between them round about. We're going to find out God's favorite fruit, find out God's favorite plant. God got to favor all that. His bird, his cattle. These are things that they don't teach you in church. They don't tell you these things. And these are some things that you need to know. I ain't know all this. I ain't know God had a favorite nothing. Especially no plant, no fruit and a bird. I ain't know he had favorite stuff like this. We gonna read it. That's why he said, blessed the man that read it. Blessed the man that read it. Blessed the man that read it. That's why I read. Verse 34. A golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate upon the hem of the robe round about. So this is how you got to put a golden bell, then put a pomegranate, then go back with the golden bell, then go back with the pomegranate. Golden bell, pomegranate. Golden bell, pomegranate. All wrapped around the hem of the bottom of it. Go. And it got to be with the blue, like the blue ribbon around it. It say, a golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate upon the hem of the robe round about, all the way around. Verse 35, and it shall be upon Aaron to minister, and his sound shall be heard when he goeth in unto the holy place before the Lord, and when he cometh out, that he die not. Verse 36, and thou shalt make a plate of pure gold, and grave upon it, like the engraving of a signet, holiness to the Lord. Verse 37, and thou shalt put it on a blue lace, that it may be upon the mitre, the thing around the head, upon the forefront of the mitre it shall be. Listen to the commandments of how you make these garments. The holy garment that the high priest wore. And we're going to have to do this again. What they say, what goes around comes around. Time don't do nothing, repeat itself. We're going to do this again. Verse 38. And if you don't even know what to do, you know, the Most High put the Spirit upon you to do it. He going to put the Spirit upon you to do it. Verse 38. And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead. Salaki. Aaron, Salaki. Verse 38 from the top again. And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity, the sin of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall be always upon his forehead, that they may be accepted before the Lord. Verse 39. And thou shalt embroider the coat of fine linen, and thou shalt make the mitre of fine linen, and thou shalt make the girdle of needlework. Verse 40. And for Aaron's son thou shalt make coats, and thou shalt make for them girdles, and bonnets shalt thou make for them, for glory and for beauty. And you tell me we were looking dusty? Come on, man. Verse 41. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother, and his son with him, and shall anoint them, and considerate them. Considerate them. Let me make sure I said this right.
Consecrate.
Consecrate. We did that word one time. And consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. Verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach. Now, when he said make them linen breeches, he ain't had this for the women. Men's had these breeches on. Yeah, pants, breeches. Y'all know what breaches is. And it's in the Bible. Verse 42, Exodus chapter 28, verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches. Salakia. To cover their nakedness. And who he talking about? The high priest, the man. That's who supposed to have the breeches on. That's why when you get to, it's in the Bible, you're going to get to that a woman should not wear what pertaining to a man. Breeches pertaining to a man. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. From the lungs even unto the thigh, they shall reach. Verse 43. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons when they come in unto the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto the altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him. And to Aaron and all his seed after him, his son, his son's sons, his son's son's son, his son's 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 sons. Y'all get it? Forever. That's what it say. It shall be a statute. This is a statute forever unto him and his seed after him. That's what the end of Exodus chapter 28, man. Y'all go back over these things and read these things, man. So y'all can get the understanding of what we talking about. See, a good understanding comes to all those who keep his commandments. Where it say that at Psalm? What is that now? Psalm 111. I think it's Psalm 111. I don't know why I'm thinking about. No, that ain't it. But what's in Psalm 111 is the fear of the Lord. 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandment. His praise endure forever. 110. That was 110. That was some. I got it written down in this one. I guess that was what I was trying to say then. 111. Let me go to What was it then? Psalm 111, verse 10. That's the one I was thinking of. But a good understanding have all they that do his commandment. That's the only way you gonna understand the words that coming out this Bible, man. Other than that, you're gonna always use Christianity thoughts. You're gonna lean on your own understanding with the Christianity thoughts, man. So if you keep the commandments, you'll get a better understanding of what the scripture is saying. Yes, you will. But y'all can go back over these things and read them for y'allself. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. Read it for yourself. That's why I always tell y'all to pull out y'all King James Version. Ain't a Bible. Read it for yourself. I just like the King James Version. Well, we're going to close this thing out. He said, if a man have an ear, let him hear. So we're going to close this thing out with the Lord's Prayer. Y'all know how we do it. Open up to Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. Yeah, that's it. That was the one I was looking for. And we just went back to at 9 where it said, he sent redemption unto his people. He had commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverend is his name. You know, you got some of these preachers think they be knowing what they talking about, but they don't even understand it because they ain't keeping no commandment. You got preachers out here, they gay. You ain't keeping no commandments, so you taking your understanding of this word. I remember hearing a dude was arguing with one of the camps I was watching. And he thought he knew what he was saying. They were trying to explain it to him. And the dude was gay. So you know he ain't got no understanding. Cause that's one of the commandment. Thou should not sleep with another man like he lay with a woman. No. But here, what it just said, verse 9 of Psalm 111. This is what he was talking about. He sent redemption into his people. And he was claiming all the people of the world. He had commanded his covenant forever. When you read in Romans chapter 9, who the covenant was given to. The covenants. Not one, but more than one, the two. Because it had an S on it. And he said, holy and reverend is his name. But you ain't understood none of that you said. Because you got that Christianity thought. And right after that, out of verse 9, he ain't go to verse 10. And right after that, in verse 9, out of verse 9, it say, verse 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandment. He ain't go to none of that. That's why he understand verse 9. And that's what they were trying to get him to do. Now read verse 10. He still talking about verse 9. Because he didn't want to keep the commandment. The law done away with. According to the church. According to Christianity. We just have to have faith in Jesus. And believe. And ask for forgiveness. But we can keep going doing the same thing over and over again. Come on, man. That don't make no sense. I understood that, and I wasn't even in the truth that long. I think I had like 1 or 2 years up out of my belt. And I understood what they were talking about. Come on, let's close this all about. Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Man, y'all have a blessed day, Israel, man. Like I said, man, stay enduring. But keep yourself humble, stay in your meekness, be patient, slow to anger. Until the Father call you home, until the Father call the world home, until this all ends. Endure these things. Trials and tribulation. Ain't nobody said we're going to be easy when we accept this. When we step, it say, the scriptures say, when you come to serve the Lord, where that at? Prepare your, I don't want to butcher it. I got to ask Google this because I can't remember that one, where that at. Wow, come on now. I think that was in the Apocrypha. Wow. Now my phone don't even want to work. Wow. Let me see. I can do it like this. Why I can do it like this since Google don't want to act right. Let me see. How should I say? I wish I had a microphone. Let's see what put it up. Google don't even want to act right. I can't remember exactly where that at. I'm talking about Google don't even want to act right. That New York, ain't it? My brother like New York. Where in the Bible it say when you come serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation? Ecclesiastes, just like I said,
chapter 2, verse 1 advises that if you plan to serve the Lord, you should prepare for challenges and temptations. It warns that dedication to God can bring adversity, which can refine a person.
Sirach. I thought it was in the Sirach. I thought it was in the Apocrypha. Sirach is Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. It say, my son, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. See what I'm saying? It ain't going to be easy. You're going to go through trials and tribulations. It's not going to be easy when you come serve the Lord. Satan going to be at you. Why would he be at someone already serving him? They ain't come to serve the Lord. They come to serve the world, the prince of the world. So if a man have an ear, let him hear. Man, y'all take that to heart, family, and do these things. Because when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. With that being said, Israel, y'all have a blessed day. Kwam Yasharala.